But now I think things are kind of like falling into place, and we can actually, if we clean up our game a bit and start adapting faster, like to the next patch, because playoffs is going to be on the next patch. If we figure that out and then we kind of keep doing what we're doing right now, I think we kind of have a good run to make it to Athens.
Vladimir will never get nerfed. You will get an 05 Yasuo in every one of your ranked games. NA will win worlds.
Hey man, got trouble sleeping? Try Brain Effect Sleep.
What are you doing in my home?
Hello everyone, this is Darius from the Shotcaller once again, joined by Odoamne from Schalke. You guys just beat G2. Does that mean you guys are the best team in the league?
Yes.
Okay, good to know.
We are the best. That's it. That's the end of the interview.
That's the end of the interview. Very nice. Mordekaiser is really legit or not?
I mean, yeah, when they end up picking 4 melee champs or something like that, and so many dive champs, it's pretty good because, I mean, I had the options, they banned Kennen and Aatrox if I'm not mistaken, so maybe, and I could still go for the GP, but then it's a flip because if I face check something, then I will die. I could go Rumble because you had Jarvan's energy and stuff, but then I could die to gank, so I would get outskilled by the assassins and stuff. So I don't know. My pick was pretty good in the sense that Kha'Zix can't really lane if we choose to do so. I mean, I was pretty safe for the whole laning phase, and their gank pressure after level 6 is kind of zero because I can just ult one of them or they cannot dive me and stuff. So I'm really self-sufficient and I don't really need to care about what's happening. In that sense, I kind of self-countered myself with Mordekaiser as well. Because if I ulti Kha'Zix, then I'm isolated.
So don't ult Kha'Zix.
Yeah, so in laning phase, if I ever make the mistake of ulting Kha'Zix, then there's a high chance I will die.
So don't do that.
So I mean, he had windows, he kind of recognized this as well. He had some windows where he kind of forced the trade because he knew that my only out was to ult him. Or walk into the minion wave, which walking into the minion wave, back into the minion wave is kind of not that obvious. Even after level 6, if my wave is bouncing off his tower, there's 2 minions, he can find a window to in, and then I have to run back in the minions, walk actually forward into him to kind of protect myself. So it was kind of, not really a difficult matchup, but there was this niche situation where he could abuse, and he tried to abuse a couple of times, and it's good that I recognized what he's kind of trying to do and what the outcome would be. But yeah, even if I don't get to ult someone and kill them in the ult, when they have 2 or 3 dive champs with Poppy, Akali, Kha'Zix, then I just buy so much time because if their comp wants to dive us and they have 2 or 3 assassins and they just all want to jump in, if I take one of them out and isolate him and kind of chunk him, because it's kind of hard to kill Kha'Zix and Akali because they have so much invisibility. Yeah, so I don't really have a window this game to kill a lot of people. I can only kill Elise or Poppy.
But you kind of eliminate the point of their comp in the way that you take out.
Imagine they have a Zed or something, and he jumps your AD carry and ults him. I instantly ult Zed, and then Zed is a useless champion because he doesn't get to unleash combo on our AD carry, and then he probably will lose 1v1 to me because that's just how it will go. Even though it's kind of buggy that he can jump back to shadows in the Death Realm, which is kind of weird.
I mean, it is a Shadow Realm, so maybe
it's the Death Realm.
Oh, sorry.
But if he shadows somewhere and I ult him, the shadow should disappear. But it doesn't.
Ah, interesting.
Because, for example, if you ulti Illaoi and the Illaoi tentacles disappear, yeah, it doesn't happen the same with Zed and it doesn't happen with Akali. Because, you would think that if Akali presses Shroud and you ult her, then she's really fucked because she doesn't have a Shroud and you can just chase her around. But the thing is, she puts her Shroud down, you ult her and the Shroud is still there, which shouldn't happen.
Interesting, okay.
So it was kind of difficult to find targets to ult this game, but it's kind of my champion is kind of this slowpoke that he just runs around and tries to kill people, but his ult is so strong that he gets to isolate and take out key targets for the enemy team comp. For example, in mid I was getting caught 2 or 3 times jumped by 3 people and even on bot lane. and I just get to ult someone, and then I just buy so much time that Akali wastes her ult trying to kill me. And the thing is, my ult duration is kind of like the same as her ult duration. So by the time my Death Realm ends, her ult is on cooldown, so she's like a useless champ. And yeah, like you just buy so much time, because in the like on mid lane I got caught twice and I just ult, and then my team comes, and then their assassins just use all their like tools to fight me, and then they don't have them for the team fight, so they're kind of like useless. So even though it didn't really look like my champ was accomplishing a lot this game, because I couldn't really, get the
KDA.
Yeah, get the 1v1 kills and all of this stuff. I just buy a lot of time and I put a lot of pressure on them, because it effectively eliminates me as a target for their comp. So they all have to play kind of like away from the top lane and only on mid and bot side, because they just cannot do anything to me. And in team fights, I can just take out people like that. I don't even need to kill them. It's just my team will win because we have like a front line and their divers are just like eliminated.
Yeah, fair. What did you see the fact that Caps and Wonder played rock, paper, scissors in order to decide where the Kha'Zix / Akali would go?
No, I did not know that, but I do think that if Kha'Zix would go mid, it would be really useless champion.
Oh, okay.
I mean, how will he ever like get pushed or win an E2v2 when Sylas can just jump and you are not isolated? I think on Toplane it kind of makes more sense, because it's kind of like less punishing, and lane priority doesn't really matter that much, because you can just let the wave come to you and then you make a slow push, and then the enemy top laner can't contest, because then if jungle ganks you, you will die and lose all the minions. So it's kind of like less punishing for top lane, and that's why we saw that he wasn't really like super behind, because it's just kind of like the state of the lane. But I think in mid lane, if he would go against Sylas, he would have a pretty difficult time pre-6, just because I don't think he has like any good trade windows. So I think even if it would have went mid, it would have been kind of useless. It would have made top matchup better for them though, because Akali into Morde would be more difficult, and I wouldn't have as much freedom, because I would actually be losing 1v1 for a while. So I think maybe it would have been better for them, who knows, but I think either side of the matchups would have been kind of like okay for us.
So you already have been locked for fourth place for a little while now, but of course the win against G2 is nice to pick up. Overall, are you satisfied with the performance of the team over the course of the split and of the improvement curve, so to speak, of the team?
For sure. I think now we're more attuned to how we want to play, all of us together. It's less hard to make decisions on what we want to do. Everyone's kind of more on the same page, and we just didn't reach this point in Spring Split, so it feels really nice now. I feel like now we're actually gelling together. I stopped tinting, so that helps, because 2 weeks ago I was really running it down, and we were having some issues on how I was working with jungle and stuff. But now I think things are kind of like falling into place, and we can actually, if we clean up our game a bit and start adapting faster, like to the next patch, because playoffs is going to be on the next patch. If we figure that out and then we kind of keep doing what we're doing right now, I think we kind of have a good run to make it to Athens. Because I think right now we're in pretty good shape, even though we entered to Rogue, but I think that's kind of because we were, I think, lazy, because we just locked in playoffs and we didn't think it would be like that difficult, and so we just kind of gave them all their power picks. Like, you don't want to give them Kiana, you don't want to give them Akali and all of this, and we just gave them everything, and they just stomped us, and we're like, okay, well, we kind of shot ourselves in the foot. So I think prep is going fine for us, and we're in good shape right now, so I think playoffs should be looking good for us.
Scrims are going well, can't wait for playoffs. Nice meme, always coming back. Are you confident, though, that if Schalke were to qualify for Worlds, you could give EU a very strong representation at this important tournament for us all, of course?
I mean, looking from like how we're playing and how they're playing, I think we kind of like play slow, but we react more. We kind of like reacting more to enemy aggression. So we kind of like. It's kind of like Splice last year, where we're just kind of like playing slow, but I feel like we're more willing to fight than in Splice last year. So I think if we make it to Worlds, even though we play kind of slow, I think we have a good shot, because when teams play aggressive, against us, we kind of like start fighting back a lot. And I think even though, yeah, we play slow, we kind of have that up our sleeve. So I think if we manage to make it to Worlds, I think we're going to be having a pretty good shot, because I think all of us are good laners and stuff. And if we keep working on what we're working right now to kind of tone that aggression and not take flip fights and all of this stuff, I think we have a good chance.
And of course, it's been a small while since you managed to qualify, so that would be a huge opportunity for you personally to re-establish yourself as one of the top laners in the league.
Yeah, I mean, one of my personal goals is just to kind of put my name back up there, because I kind of had some like shaky weeks. I think this split, maybe like 2 weeks ago, I had a pretty bad week. But I think overall, for like how we're playing and what the team requires from me, I think I'm doing a pretty good job. For sure, I'm making mistakes sometimes and like I end and stuff. But for like what I'm playing with and how we choose to play as a team, I think I'm fitting the role pretty well, and it kind of goes by unnoticed. So praise me, please. I deserve it. Joke. That was cringe, but yeah, I mean, I'm not the most like, shining guy where I'm like, I'm gonna get jungler to me and just solo kill him 20 times and get a million CS lead and all of this stuff. I mostly just like neutralize, and just keep it even and win if me and enemy top lane are kind of like playing without jungles and stuff. So I think if I play good this upcoming game against Vitality and I have good playoff series and stuff, and we manage to make it to go to Worlds, then that would be like a really big accomplishment for me, because I don't think I'm like as bad as I've been showing myself to be a couple of weeks ago. So I think I still have it in me to get to the level I was like at Worlds in 2016.
It's been a little while, but of course that run was very, very impressive from you as well. Yeah. And I would be very excited to see similar performances at this year's Worlds iteration.
Let's just wait and hope we make it to Worlds before we like make this interview. Like, hi, if you're gonna go to Worlds, what's gonna happen? And then we lose in playoffs and then we go home.
That happened to Schalke last year, and that was...
Really? Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, that's
and I did interviews with Luke and stuff, and I was like, there's no way you're not going to qualify now. And
yeah, and look what happened, so...
Yeah, so let's not jinx it, but is there anything you would like to say to the Schalke fans?
No.
Cool. A hashtag for the people that watch until the end?
Hashtag... Oh my god, we're doing this again.
You can go hashtag no as well if you want to.
Okay, hashtag null fear.
Hashtag null fear, the new...
Actually, we opened a new shop. Hashtag null fear, so that's kind of fitting. So go to, I don't really know the link, but it's like Schalke, not G2esports.com, and you go there, and then you'll find our merch, and you can buy it, and I think it's pretty cheap, so it's not gonna like burn your pocket too much. So do that.
Thinking ahead, thinking of you.
Just buy more so I can get a raise. I mean, it's not gonna happen, so you don't need to buy, but just do what you want.
Just do what you want and make sure that it doesn't burn through your wallet. Thank you so much, Odo, for your time. Hashtag no fear for the people that watched until the end. This was Darius from the Shotcaller, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. We'd especially like to thank Krzysztof Bujnowicz, Erich Althaus, Lukas Legal, Lazy Raven, and Adam Novosviat for your continuous and very special support, and of course all the people whose names you see scrolling past you right now. We have a lot of amazing projects, and of course Worlds 2019 in Europe coming up, so thank you so much for supporting us and enabling us to do our work. Thank you.